Okay, welcome to the second series of these tutorials. Um, in fact, initially when we did this chair, we could not get the fillets to work. We could not fillet this part of the foam, but I can say that working with fillets on surfaces can be very challenging as much as it's very easy, but you just have to have a structure how you're going to do it. There are several options that I can do it and refillet it, but in my own option I'm going to split this surface again and I'm going to recreate this surface because this is for illustrative purpose. But even in manufacturing where you're doing this thing for the purpose of manufacturing, you can still work that way, but you can have a better way to do it. So let's start by splitting up that surface again. So I will go to what is called the face delete. So pick up a face delete. But before we do the face delete, let's do something. Let's remove the mirror. So let's shift up one step upwards, and then let's redo the mirror. We'll redo the mirror, but let's not split the face using what is called a face delete. And then we split. We want to split, remove this face, remove all these faces. So you can select with automatic here, or you can also random faces for, or you can, yeah, but let's just do it manual for the purpose of these lectures, these tutorials. So okay, it can come, yeah, yeah, and I have to turn it, yeah. Okay, so and we have three options. Delete is what we are going to use. You can do delete and patch, or you can do delete and fill, but I prefer to do delete. I want to rebuild this surface completely. Okay, so that is now split. So now I have to rebuild this face with let me use a surface boundary to rebuild it. And then so I want to hide the previous thickness, the previous solids, so I can just see my surface now. All right, okay, now done. I now go to insert surface and I use boundaries. So, and when you're making a choice, you all know this selection manager. If you select individually, you're not going to snap in all the surfaces. You can use the tangent accumulation, or you can just do it manually. So we go manually here, that face, uh, that these edges, I mean my faces now. We are picking up our edges. We have to be very careful, so we are selecting all the edges. So selecting all the edges as there. So we approve that. Selected. We'll go to the second one. We say so the edge. So selection manager. The edge. I hope we selected from the right side there, so it can those connectors can come right, because that's another thing. The edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. So okay, we can yeah, so that's pretty good. We can just use it as a guide curve, but it's not necessary here. So that's what we got. Preview trim. So create solid. Okay, so now looking at this edge, it's small, the edge is better and it's smooth. All right, so we now the next place what we'll now do is that let's place this, let's do this fillet before we do the general fillet. So we'll go back and then we'll do this fillet. This one doing this fillet will make it easier to snap into the general fillet. Let's go 10. So yeah, there. Okay, then let's light up this once. So you can see it now. Our edges are our faces are much better than what it was before. So you can see. So let's now use fillet. Now we can be able to fillet it. So let's try fillet expert. If you can select it to propagate it. Sound like that's going to snap it at 6. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. That means the edge is very good now. So we selected our fillet. There was 6. Pretty good. If we try 10, let's see. Okay, and the 10 works. So that's perfect. Uh, as you can see, the sitting part of it, I removed the first fillets I did. So we're going to take this in the next lecture because we have to repair that face again so that we'll be able to get a good fillet on it. But for now, let's mirror this part, and then yes, and then we can continue with this illustration in the next tutorials. So thank you very much, and you can see how we can work with faces that are giving us a lot of problems to fillet. Most times it's just better that we find a better strategy to clean up the debts in the surfaces in this model or solid model, recreate it as a surface and rebuild it, and then get a better smoother face so that we'll be able to fillet better. Thank you so much. Yeah, and bye bye.